Hi, it's Lisa, and I'm in Chapter 6, and I want to show you how the book creates calculated controls in a couple of the forms. This is covered in the tutorial starting on page 333, but I'm specifically on page 355. I'm in Case 3, and I'm in Step 5, and I've just finished Step 5C, where I create that subform down here at the bottom. Now I'm on to 5D, so I'm going to go to the design view, and in 5D it tells me I need a calculated control and I need to put that in the subform. So here I am in the subform. I need to go down to the bottom here and I need to pull this footer down, and that's what they did in the tutorial. Pull this footer down because that's where I need the calculated control. What I'm doing, if you recall, is I'm getting a total of the donation values. So if you put it in the footer, it'll total all of the donation values up above. So let me get my text box up here, click to turn it on, click down here, that's where I put an equation. I want to double click on the edge of this box to pull up my properties, and you can type the equation down here, but it's always best to type it in Control Source, and actually it's better not to type it. It's better to go to this dot 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 button, because boom, this gets you into the builder. Okay, so I need a sum, so I do equals sum, sort of like in Excel, parentheses, and instead of a range of cells, of course, I'm doing a field. I'm currently in the form, the subform here actually, and I'm going to find the donation value field down here and just double click to pop it up so I don't have to type it. It's better not to type. Close off that parentheses, click OK. Here it is. I'm going to arrow down. There it is, and of course the elves have typed it down here in this box. But again, better not to type it, use that builder. Okay, now there's more. When you create all these boxes, it's a good idea to give them names. And when you give a text box a name, just like a table or a query, there's a 3-digit prefix. So up here in the name area, instead of text16, I'm going to call it TXT, and I'm going to match what the book did. I know what the book solution was, and they decided to call it TXT donation value sum. And the reason is you're trying to describe what this box is holding. And this box is not holding just a donation value, it's holding the sum of donation values, because it's in the footer, that's what it's going to do. All right, really quickly I'm going to go to Form View and show you. You don't see that little sum that we did in the footer down here. It just doesn't show in the subform. It's hidden. And what we want to do is we want to reference that and sort of link it up to here in the main form so that it will show up here in the main form. So that's the next step. Okay, back I go to Design View. I'm going to hit the Save button. And now I'm ready to do this next part. Okay, this is just a little box. I need my text box. This is just a formatting thing. So turn on the text box, come down here, click. I'll make it pretty later. But here it is, and I need an equation here. And really what I need is a reference that links this box down to that footer box down below here. Okay? Again, I could type it here. I could even type it up in Control Source, but it's better to use the dot 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 button. So here I go. Now, what do? Well, I want to link it back to that text box that was in the footer. Well, where is the footer? The footer is not in this form here, Form Donor Donations. That's the main form. I have to expand this. It's down in the subform, so I got to be in the right object. So let me go to the subform. Now, once I'm in the subform here, here's the list of all the different text boxes and things in the subform. And remember what I labeled it? I labeled it TXT donation value sum. By the way, the only reason that's showing up right now is I hit the save button. It was really, subtle, but don't forget to save. Sometimes you get so absorbed in this you forget to save. Make sure to save so that this refreshes and it shows. All I need to do is reference that box by double clicking. Look, types everything up, where it's coming from, what form, etc. Click OK, arrow down. That's all linked there. Now I'm going to go to the form view and take a look. And there it is. Doesn't look pretty yet. I'll clean all this up. But yeah, sure enough, that's the sum of these. And if I go down to the next thing, that doesn't have any donations, but here are these, and that's the sum, 275. Got to make this look pretty, but I've got the controls going. And that's how the book sets those forms up. That's it.